In today's video, we're diving into the basics of coding with C#. Specifically, we are talking about variables and data types.
Hi everyone, welcome to Coding with Booly, where I am sharing my journey learning about C# and the .NET stack to build some cool web apps or maybe some mobile apps too. Whether you're just starting or curious about coding, I hope you find this video helpful. Alright, let's jump right in.
Variables and data types are the building blocks of any program you'll ever write. So it's super important to understand them. But don't worry, I'll explain everything in simple English and make it easy to follow. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create your very first variables in C# and understand how data types like int, string, and bool work. So what are variables? A variable is like a box where you could store information. Think of it like this. If you need to save someone's name, you could store it in a string. If you want to count something, you could use an int, which stands for integer, a fancy word for whole numbers. And if you want to answer a yes or no question, you could use a bool, which stands for Boolean. Variables are super helpful because they let your program remember things while it's running. Here's an example. String my name equals Booly. Int my cat age equals 7. Bool is coding fun equals true. So this code creates 3 variables. The first one is my name, which stores a piece of text. We call it a string. The second one is my cat age, stores a number. We call it an int. And the last one, which is coding fun, it stores true or false. We call it a bool. So what are data types? Now let's talk about data types real quick. A data type tells your program what kind of information you're storing in a variable. Here are some of the most common data types in C#. Int is for whole numbers like 142 or -95. As for string, it's for text like hello world. And bool is for true or false values. Here's a quick example of how to use them. As you can see here, the int is number of videos, it's equal 5. The string is channel name, is coding with Booly, and the bool is awesome, it's true. So you could replace whatever values you want to replace for these simple variables. As you could see here, each of these variables has a data type that matches the kind of information we are storing. Now let's write some code together. Open Visual Studio. First, create a new console application project. Click Create a new project. Select Console App and click Next. Edit or change the project name right here and then click Next and then click Create. Leave the other settings alone, don't worry about them right now. It should open program.cs file for you automatically right here. Just delete the code example here because we are gonna write a new one. Type the following. Don't worry if you don't understand all of it. I'll explain it to you after you're all done. Once done, let's run the program by clicking the green triangle icon on top of the page or on top of the editor. Ta-da! This is the result that you should see. The number is 20 and the text is I love coding. And the last one is coding easy. It's true. So int my number is a variable that stores a whole number, which in this case is 20. Then string my text is another variable, but this one uses the string data type and its value is the text I love coding. And as for the third variable, we have of bool with the name is easy. This type is used to store a true or false value. In our example, its value is true. Now, what about console.writeLine? It's a command that displays the output of those variables. We use a plus sign to combine strings and variables. And remember, strings are always written inside double quotes. Oh, and here's something cool about comments in C#. If you want to add a note to explain your code or make it easier to read, you can use a single line comments by adding double forward slashes at the start of the line, or you could use multi-line comments. If you have a longer explanation or want to comment out multiple lines, just use this. As you can see on the screen here, comments are ignored by the computer when the code runs, so they're just for you or anyone else reading the code. See, it's as simple as that. Variables and data types let you store and use information in your programs. If you want to know what console.writeLine is, I talk about this in my What C# is video. I added the link in the description box below if you want to check it out. Now, let's pause for a second and make sure everything's clicking so far. Here's a quick question for you. What is the data type you would use to store someone's name? A. Int. B. String. C. Bool. Take a moment to think about it. The answer is B. String, because string is used to store text like your name. Great job if you got it right. If not, no worries. Just keep practicing and it'll all make sense soon. Hey, if you're curious about what C# is or want a quick review, check out my next video. It's a perfect way to build a strong foundation before diving deeper into coding. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Coding with Uli for more coding tips in simple English. And remember, every line of code brings you closer to turning your ideas into reality. Keep practicing and have the most fantastic day wherever you are. I'll see you in my next video and happy coding. Bye!